This is the Thank You Ocean Report. If you were to do a keyword search using words such as oceanographer, deep sea diver, innovator, NOAA, one name would certainly emerge: Dr. Sylvia Earle. We had a chance to talk with her about a variety of topics, and this is part one of our conversation with Dr. Sylvia Earle.
The idea of a sanctuary should be, and really is, a place where you have some protection, sanctity, if you will, a haven. And while most of the national marine sanctuaries are not total havens for ocean wildlife, there are multiple use areas, management areas, they do provide, in particular, this aura of safety for the life that's there and respect, so that those who have the most influence on the ocean, that would be us, would have guidelines for behavior, understanding that the ocean matters and that life in the ocean matters. So although there are boundaries around where the sanctuaries are, it's, I think, the concept of respect for the ocean and what is there and what it means to us, the value of a living ocean is to us. In the ocean now, an idea that didn't begin until the 1970s, but now there are more than 4,000 globally places that are protected in the sea. But here's the kicker: it's a fraction of 1% of the ocean that has some form of protection. And when you think real protection, that is, where even the fish are safe, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of 1% of the ocean that is protected. And that's just not good enough when you think what we've done to the sea since we first became conscious of the need to protect it. Even since the 1970s, when this country and Australia began with the concept of protection for the sea, we have seen the decline of many of the large fish. Even though turtles have been protected for a long time, they too have continued to fall, decline. We only have about 10% of the sharks remaining from that era, the 60s and 70s. This is just not acceptable. We need to do a whole lot more. It means that almost 99.9% of the ocean is still open for exploitation, even before we have explored most of this, let alone protected it. And exploration is a key. People can't care about something if they don't know about it. And exploration is about knowing. I get asked a lot, why should I care about the ocean? Yes, I like to eat life from the sea. I eat fish and lobsters and clams and oysters and things, but if the ocean dried up tomorrow, what difference would it make to me? And people just don't seem to understand that most of the oxygen that we breathe is generated by little organisms in the sea. Maybe as much as 70% comes from tiny microbes that many of them we've only recently discovered, and also discovered that that's where most of the oxygen in the atmosphere comes from. Of course, green plants on the land contribute to making the atmosphere work. All of the natural systems, land and sea, together make a planet that works for us. But the ocean is truly at the cornerstone, because that's where the water is. And water is the key to life. 97% of Earth's water is ocean. So, the water cycle, think ocean. Oxygen cycle, think ocean. Where is life on Earth? Think ocean. Where there's water, there's life. It's 97% of the biosphere, ocean. Think weather, climate, chemistry. What is it that makes the world, this world, our blue world? It's the ocean. Damage the ocean, you damage our future, because you're undermining our life support system. We've been oblivious to our capacity to harm the ocean until recently. Now, right now, just about now, two things have come into focus. One, the immense, fundamental importance of the ocean to everyone, everywhere, to all life, but ours very much included. With every breath we take, every drop of water we drink, we're connected to the sea. It doesn't matter where on the planet we live. The other big thing is that we now know the capacity to harm the ocean. We didn't think that was possible 50 years ago. Some people still think that the ocean is so big and so resilient that there's nothing we can do to harm it. Now we know. This is the first time ever that we have reached that point of understanding, maybe the last time, to be able to do something about declining coral reefs, ocean acidification, the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the climate change, global warming. We are in this little window of time, maybe the next 10 years. And what can we do? We can protect the great blue engine that works, that has shaped the planet, that keeps us alive. We can identify the critical areas, the way California has already done with networks of protected areas along the shore, the way the Marine Sanctuary Program has done on a national scale, the way that other nations are stepping up on an international scale to begin to identify and embrace these critical areas. 1% is not enough. It's a good start. And this is the time to really understand and take action while there's still time.
To learn more about Dr. Sylvia Earle and one of her latest projects called Mission Blue, please visit thankyouocean.org.